Hi everyone, welcome to Northern Zen Yoga. My name is Sandra, and today we're going to be doing yoga with small hand weight. So if you don't already have something, if you don't have small hand weights that weigh a pound or 2 pounds, this is what I use. I just use a tin of, this happens to be a tin of baked beans. They have a little more weight to them than some of the other tin goods that we have. So if you don't have anything for your hands and you have a couple of tins of beans in the cupboard, run and get them now. Just make sure whatever tin you grab is something you can hold comfortably in your hand and you're not going to lose your grip on it. So if you're checking in, please just say hi. Say hi on the chat board and let us know where you're watching from in the world. All right. Lulabelle. She is in Georgia. Oh, it's Marcia. Sorry, it's Marcy in Georgia. Her handle is Lulabelle. So got a mistake there. All right. We have Barbara here. We have Dottie here. We have Millie here. And there's a few others that haven't checked in. So if you want to, and you want to just write your first name and where you are in the world in the chat column and pop it up there so the other people watching can see who's out there in the world watching their yoga class today. So a couple of things I just want to go over before we begin. And the most important thing I want to remind you about is that for the summer, for July and August, there will not be a live YouTube yoga class on Tuesdays. I'm taking some time in the summer to enjoy the nice weather and to take a break a little bit. So if you want to have live classes, you are more than welcome to join the membership of Northern Zen Yoga. If you're part of the Zoom classes that I give, those are going to continue. The calendar is already up on my website for July. And you can get the same kind of thing happening where you have a live yoga class that you can participate in. And the fee for the class is very reasonable. As a matter of fact, if you buy a 3-month membership, which would take you through the summer into September, you would be paying $50 for all 3 months. And that works out to about $16.67 for at least 12 yoga classes a month. Now, sometimes I throw in an extra one on the weekend. This month of July, there's going to be 3 yoga classes per week. They're all a little bit different, and they're all, well, at least one of them is in the evening. The rest are in the daytime. So think about that. It's a lot of fun. It's a whole different experience for one, because you get to chat not only with me and you see me live one-on-one chatting, but you'll also get to chat with the other ladies that do yoga in the group. So it's a lot of fun. The ladies who are doing it really prefer it to this venue because of the interaction between myself and them at real time. And in any case, you'll get your live yoga classes. So think about it, try it out. $50 for 3 months of live yoga. I'm just looking at the board here. I can see it flipping. So there's some people that are saying hi. Alyssa is here. Hi, Alyssa. And Susan. Hi, Susan. And also Joyce. Hi, Joyce. Hope you're feeling much better now. And Win in Winnipeg. And Susan is in Texas. Alyssa is in, I forget where you are, Alyssa. And also we have a lady from the UK watching, in case you haven't looked at the chat board, Barbara in the UK. So keep that in mind. There won't be any more Tuesday morning live yoga for July and August. It'll be kicking back in September. So I'll put an announcement out there on YouTube when it's getting close to that time to remind everybody. But until then, maybe you want to try out the membership and try Zoom yoga. All right, now, the other thing I wanted to mention to all of you is that on July the 14th, I will be having a special workshop. It's at 10 a.m. in the morning. It's a Wednesday, and it's on keto. ketogenic lifestyle. Keto has become a very popular way of losing weight, and for very good reasons. It's actually becoming the way that most of us are being recommended to eat if we have discovered that we have high blood sugar or actually have become type 2 diabetic. Keto is a different way of looking at what you're eating. I don't want to go on and on about keto today, but all I want to tell you is that a little under 2 years ago, I was put on a ketogenic diet because I was about 30 pounds overweight, and I have lost 27 pounds. Now, you have to keep in mind that those 27 pounds I've lost are fat, but I've also gained muscles because, and so that puts your weight up a little bit because of the fact that it's a very dense in protein diet. So you're eating a lot of protein. You can do this as a vegetarian. You can do this as a carnivore. And it is a very satisfying way to eat. Very quickly, you start to lose all of your cravings for the crap food that we have been ingesting for a very long time. I highly recommend you at least come to the workshop, participate in it, and talk to me about whether or not this is for you. That's all. It's free. It's totally free. So that's July the 14th at 10 a.m. in the morning on a Wednesday. Keep that in mind. I also have a really short little YouTube video telling you about it, so check that out too. Anyway, let's begin our yoga practice. Just going to lean over and see if anybody else has checked in. Oh, Alyssa, yes, you're in Thornhill. I knew you were up in Canada. I just couldn't remember it was Ottawa, so I didn't want to say what it wasn't. So Thornhill, Ontario, Canada. And also we have Brenda Barnett here, and she is in Montreal, Canada. So we have ladies from the UK, we have ladies from the US, and we have ladies from Canada watching today and doing our yoga practice together. And this is very similar on Zoom, where we have people from all over the world checking in and being part of our yoga class. So let's sit in easy pose. Now here, where I am, it is a very muggy, hot, rainy day. And I'm just hoping that this weather does not affect our video feed. If it does, I apologize for that. But in any case, let's just muddle on. So let's sit in easy pose. Now you can see the way I'm sitting is probably not the way you're going to be able to sit, especially if you've just begun yoga. Anything from feet touching together, knees slightly bent, to ankles crossed, to heels coming in closer to the body, even if your easy pose looks like this. This is yoga. So I want you to let go of all of the pictures that you have of what you're supposed to look like when you sit in easy pose, and instead sit the way that feels not too comfortable, because we don't want to be too comfortable in our yoga practice. We want to always be feeling the body stretching and trying to open up, but not painful. So we never go into pain in yoga. That is number one rule of yoga. We want the achy stretch, but we do not want pain. So you need to adjust yourself in anything that I tell you to do in order to accommodate your body where it is right now. And that is so important. We get all caught up in going and looking like pictures that we see of what yoga is supposed to be like. And then we get discouraged because we can't repeat that and make that look like us. So let go of all that. Let go of all that and instead focus on this. If I'm feeling it, I'm doing it. Not feeling pain, but I'm feeling that achy, stretchy thing that's going on in my body as my muscles and my joints try to relax. And that's what you want. You want to have that achy stretch feeling. So grab your tins. And you can just hold these for now in your hands. And I want you to let your shoulders relax down from your ears. So if you're tightening up a little bit in the back, just let the shoulders drop down. I want you to sit nice and tall. See if you can move those shoulder blades back a little bit onto your back and flatten them down. Got your tins in your hands. They're cupped in your palms and they're resting on your lap. Close your eyes and just breathe. Feel the breath moving in and out of your body. Don't try to control it, just feel it. And now on your inhale, as you breathe in through your nose, you're going to push your belly out. So inhale, push the belly out. Exhale, push it back in and up. Keep inhaling in through the nose and out through the nose. Pushing the belly out on the inhale. Pushing it back in on the exhale. Keep breathing in and out. I breathe in. I breathe out. And you may want to think of an intention for today. What do you want to do today? How do you want to be today? Do you want to be happy? Do you want to be calm? Do you want to feel at peace with your world? And as you think of your intention, make sure it's positive and right now in the present. The I am happy. I am full of joy. I am at peace. We're going to take a firm grip onto our weight. We're going to bring our arms out to the side. So to begin with, we're going to have our fingers facing the floor. And as we inhale, we're going to lift up, and about halfway up, we're going to rotate so that the fingers now point upward, and we're going to lift the weight as high as we can, intending toward bringing them and touching the tins together. So if your arms are really stiff and you can only get up to about here, that's fine. If you can only get to here, that's fine. If you can barely get it up to here, that's fine. Are you feeling it? And if you are, you're doing it. So inhaling the arms up as high as you can. Exhale them down. And when you get about halfway down, you're going to rotate again so that your fingers point down, dropping to the earth. Inhale up. Start to rotate the tins, lifting them up as high as you can. Exhale them down, rotating the tins, coming down. And this time on the inhale up, we're going to lift them up. We're going to look upward, just up toward the ceiling. And exhale. Drop your chin into your chest. Inhale up, looking up. Exhale down, chin to chest. One more time. Inhale up, look up. Exhale down, chin to chest. Don't forget you're rotating those hands as you come down. And we're going to hover here just above the mat. So we're not touching down. And we're going to push our chin down into our chest. And just stretch out your arms and do your best to hang in there. If you can't hang in there, if it's too much, drop your hands down. Don't force yourself. We're going to rotate so that our palms are facing forward. The tins are on the side, our fingers pointing forward. And we're going to push our arms back just a little bit. Trying to pull the shoulder blades together. Keep the chin pushing down. On the inhale, you're going to bring your arms forward right in front. Exhale, rotate so that the tins are facing upward. Inhale, bring the tins toward you. So we do little bicep curls. Exhale, Bring them down, but not all the way down, just a little ways down. So you still have a bend in your arm. Inhale, bring them back toward you, toward your shoulders. Exhale, drop them down. Don't straighten your arms out. Keep your elbows bent. Inhale them back. And let's do 2 more sets of that. Just keep that bend in your elbow. Let's do 1 more. Okay, as we come out, this time we are straightening the arms out, and we're going to push the tins out away from us. They're facing each other, our fingers now. And then we're going to very slowly open up, nice and wide. Exhale, bringing them back together again. Opening up nice and wide. Inhale them back together again. Inhaling and exhaling as we move through this 1 more time. Inhale in, exhale out. Drop your chins down toward the floor. Give your arms a rest for a second. If you feel like you need to shake something out, shake it out. We're going to inhale, reaching up again. Don't forget, as we reach up the tins toward the ceiling, we're rotating our wrists. Inhale up. Exhale, we're going to drop down the right hand. Bring it down to the floor. And then we're going to tip over to the side, reach to the other side, and keep pushing your bum cheeks into the mat. Reach, 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 reach. Now make sure you have a good grip on that tin. I don't want anybody dropping tins on their head today. Breathe. Inhale. Bring that arm straight up. Bring the other arm up to join it. Exhale. The left arm down. And we're going to take a bend to that side. Keep pushing your bum cheeks into your mat. Breathe. Inhale. Come back up again. And let's go again on the other side. Drop your right hand down. Take a side bend. Inhale, bring the arms back up again. Exhale the left hand down. Take a side bend. Inhale, come back up again. This time on the exhale, we're going to turn to do a twist. We're going to turn toward the right. We're going to drop our right hand down behind us, toward the floor right behind us. And we're going to rotate our wrists so the tin is facing up. And we're going to bring our other hand down to our lap, rested on our thigh. We're going to straighten up through the rib cage. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, you're going to push your right shoulder back. And you're going to keep both of your bum cheeks touching down onto the floor. So it's just a gentle push back. You'll feel a little twist in your torso. Most of the twist should be up in between the shoulder blades. So don't be twisting your hips to try to get into this position. Just push the shoulder back gently. You can turn your chin in that direction too if you like, giving your neck a stretch. Let's come back to center. Inhale the arms up, and on the exhale, we're going to bring the left hand behind us and we're going to rotate so our palm is up, and we're going to drop the right arm down onto our lap. Lengthen up through the spine, take an inhale, and on the exhale, gently push your left shoulder back. Almost forgot which one I was doing. Keep your bottom planted. Don't twist at your hips. Instead, just gently push your shoulder back. You turn your chin toward that direction. Breathe. Let's come back to center. We're going to do that again once on each side. So let's inhale the arms up. Exhale. We're going to twist to the right. Straighten up first through the spine. Take an inhale and then exhale. Just gently pushing your right shoulder back, and you can turn your chin in that direction if your neck allows. If your neck's stiff on the side, just take it as far as you can till you feel the stretch. Come back to center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, let's twist to the left this time. Straighten up through the spine. Push back gently on the left shoulder. Turn your chin in that direction. Come back to center. We're going to switch our feet. So whether you had, if anywhere you started crossing the legs, whatever leg is on top now is going to go to the bottom. Whatever leg is on the bottom is going to become the top leg. And if you're in a position closer to mine, you're going to take the back leg, bring it forward, and you're going to take the front leg and bring it back. Just giving our hips a break. The other thing is too, and I should have probably told you this right from the beginning, but some of you have watched me enough maybe to know this by now, is that if you have a blanket or a small cushion that you can sit on, it will help to allow your hips to open up a little freer. So we're going to grab our weights again. We're going to inhale up, remembering to rotate as we raise the arms up. And this time we're going to bend forward, bringing our belly down toward our lap. You can drop your tins right down to the floor if you like, and you can start to push your belly down in between your legs. If you would like to keep a little bit of strengthening here, you can keep holding the tins out, hovering just slightly, but watch your back. Make sure you're not taking all the weight into your back. Make sure you're using your shoulders to take the weight. So we're going to drop it down, whether you had them up in the air or not. We're just going to sit them over the front of our mat for a second. And we're going to focus on pushing our belly down into our lap. So nice straight back, chin up. Take an inhale, exhale. Just gently begin to push your belly down. Not your head, not your chest yet. Chest is going to follow, as will your head, but don't focus on pushing the head to the floor. So find where you can go. Find your stopping place. So you may not have gotten very far. Maybe you're way up here and you just tipped in a little bit and that's about all you can do. That's fine. If you're way out here and you tipped in a little bit and you got your belly between your legs, that's fantastic. Wherever you're at, just find your place where you need to stop. So wherever you are, you can use your tins if you're really high up and you need a little bit of contact with the floor, or you can grab a block. And I'm going to pretend I'm like you, just so that you can see if you're like this, what I'm talking about. So I'm leaning forward and I can't quite touch the floor without pulling onto my back. So I'm just going to hold on to my block. And I'm going to bring my block over here and I'm going to start to turn my torso gently toward my leg. If you're out like this, you can see if you can use the block if you're close enough, or your tin, either one. Block has lots of sides. And if you're sitting closer to what I'm sitting at, even if your knees are not making it to the floor, you're going to be touching down your fingertips to the floor, and you're going to walk your fingers over toward your knee. And we're going to breathe here. Notice where you feel the stretch. It should be in your back a little bit, in your hip joint a little bit. And then we're going to move across, staying nice and low, all the way as far as we can go to the left side. So if you're using a block, just move your block over to the left. Gently come back to center. Reach out as far as you can. Take another inhale. And on your exhale, see if you can push that belly down just a little bit closer to the floor. Grab your tins. Walk your hands back toward your body, coming back upright. And we're going to take the tins again in our hands. We're going to inhale them up, rotating as we come up. And on the exhale, this time we're coming behind us, bringing the tins back behind us. And we're going to drop them onto the floor, and we're going to hold on to them and start to squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other, opening up your chest. This part of our body gets really, really tight because we tend to hunch forward. We're working at a desk especially, and we get this contraction of the muscles that starts to become permanent. So this particular movement is going to start to stretch the front of your chest. So if it's very, very tight, you're going to feel it very intensely. So you just want to go into that place where you feel the stretch. Working for you, you don't want to cause yourself any pain. Really pull those shoulder blades together if you're feeling like you could go deeper. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, lift up your ribs. Exhale, relax your head back. Breathe here. Nice deep breaths into your belly. Inhaling and exhaling. Release. Bring your chins back to the side. Inhale them up. And whether you're way out here or whether you're close together, we're going to start to drop the hands forward, bending the elbows and bringing the tins. So even if you're way out here, as you bend your elbows, you're going to bring your tins in toward each other. So you're up here, you're going to touch in, and you're going to come into prayer position, pressing the tins together. Breathe here. Feel your body. Okay, we're going to place our tins near the top of our mat. We're going to get our seat cushion out of the way if we have one. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. So I have this nice little pad here. If you have really issues with your knees being tender, this pad is quite good for that. It's very expensive, though, I find, for that particular purpose. A cheaper version of making a cushion for your knees would be to buy a dollar store mat, cut it into strips, get some carpet tape, tape the ends together as you pile it up as high as you would need to go in order to make it thick enough to be gentle on your knees. You can also purchase in dollar stores garden mats, which are a similar material, a little bit thicker already, and they also work very good too. So we're going to be on our knees for a few minutes. If you're going to be needing assistance for your knees, I suggest at very least you get a cushion to kneel on for this. It might throw your balance off a little bit, but it'll be more comfortable. So we're going to come into cat-cow. Cat-cow, our knees are separated, at least a fist width between, and our hands are separated. Our fingers and our palms are pressed down into the mat. And you want to be comfortable, so whatever way your wrists feel most comfortable is up for you to decide. We're going to come into cow pose. So we're going to drop our belly, look up. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to tuck our tailbone under. We're going to push into the earth, pull our belly button up, push all the air out. Inhale the cow. Exhale the cat. Inhale the cow. Exhale the cat. Inhale cow. Exhale cat. Coming back to flat back. We're going to reach out and grab our tins or our weights. And we're going to pick up one with the right hand, and we're going to pick up our left hand. Okay, let me try again. We're going to pick up the tin with our right hand, and we're going to pick up our left leg. So in the kneeling position, I've got the tin here, and I pick up my left leg, push my heel back, reach out. I'm going to take an inhale. On my exhale, I'm going to bring the tin toward my knee. I'm going to exhale, push it out. This is a little bit challenging, so try your best. Push it out. Crunch it in. One more time. Push it out. Crunch it in. Drop that tin down. Shake out your wrist if you need to. We're going to switch sides. Grab your tin. This time the left hand has the tin. The right leg is off the floor. Stretch it out. Crunch it in. Inhale as you stretch out. Exhale as you crunch in. 2 more times. One more. And relax it down. We're going to come back into child pose. So wide leg child pose, knees are wide as your mat, or you're going to try to get them as wide as your mat. You're going to sit back on your heels. If that's not possible, you've got a block, you've got blankets, you've got pillows, stuff them underneath you between your legs and your bum and your heels, and find a spot where you can perch. Once you're there, you're going to stretch your arms out, start to drop your belly down toward the floor. Try not to lift your bottom up. Only come down as low as you can without doing that. So as soon as the bum starts lifting up off of your perch, you need to just stop there. That's it. That's where you're going to be. If you can get down low, you're going to stretch your arms out. You're going to come up onto your fingertips. And start to bring your head down toward the floor between your arms. Take a few deep breaths here. If you're stretched out, walk your hands back. If you're just down a little bit, to start to push yourself upright again, coming back into an upright seated position. And then we're going to try to bring our knees in toward each other. Coming into hero pose. So just so that you can see, even in hero pose, if I put my block on the high side, I have something to sit on. And if my knees are really tight, I'll feel it here. You also can sit on the little bit lower side. And for some people, even that little extra security there between the feet on the lowest side works very well. You can also use 2 blocks. You can also add cushions and blankets on top of your block if being on the high side still isn't quite enough. Find your space here and sit and breathe for a moment. Just breathe. We're going to make sure our tins are up near the top of our mat. We're going to come up back onto all fours, and we're going to come into downward facing dog. So in downward dog, we lift the hips up. Hands are still planted on the floor, and your toes or the soles of your feet are pushing down toward the floor. So let's tuck our toes under, push into your hands. I like to turn my hands slightly toward each other. This helps to open up the armpits to the side and flatten down the shoulder blades. Let's tuck the toes under, push into the earth, bring our head back toward our arms, and you can just walk your dogs. Bend those knees as much as you need to here to support you. Look toward your hands. Begin to move your feet toward your hands. If you need to grab your block here to make the earth come closer, you can do that. Coming into the forward fold. So just relaxing by bending at the hips. You're not bending at your back. If you're standing like this, you're using your back. So instead, think about your tailbone. Push your tailbone up, flatten your back out. Once your back is nicely flattened out, you can put your hands into your thighs, you can put your hands into your shins, or if you have your block, you can reach for your block. And then you can start to think about pushing your belly down into your legs. Relax here. Knees are soft. You don't have to have straight legs here. You can bend them as much as you need to. Breathe. So hopefully everyone has a block. If not, you're going to reach just above or just below your knee. We never grab the joint. We never grab our knee joint to give us support. We always have our hand either just above the knee or we grab the shin bone just below the knee. If you have a block, that's better. We're going to take a tin into our left hand. We're going to bend our right knee, straighten out our left leg, and we're going to inhale the tin up toward the sky behind us, and then start to push into the block. We're going to bring that tin behind our back. We're going to inhale the shoulder up, and we're going to exhale it down. Inhale the shoulder up, exhale it down. Remember, your right knee is bent, pushing into your block. Left leg is nice and straight. Inhale the shoulder up toward the ceiling. Exhale it down. We're going to take the tin off of our back. So we're just going to very gently, keeping our elbow curled, we're going to bring it down. And now we're going to do a few arm curls out to the side. So inhale. Exhale, push it out. Inhale it in. Exhale, push it out. Inhale it in. Exhale, push it out. One more. Inhale it in. Exhale, push it out. Drop your arm down. Inhale it up. Drop it down. Inhale it up. Keep your elbow just slightly curled. Inhale it up. Drop it down. Inhale it up. And relax. We're going to switch sides. So I'm just going to turn around so you can see me on this side, but you don't have to move. So now the block is in front of our left toes. We're bending the left knee. The right leg is straight. We're going to inhale the tin up, keeping our elbow slightly bent, and we're going to rest our arm on our back. Inhale, lift the shoulder up toward the ceiling. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale the shoulder up. Exhale it down. Inhale the shoulder up again. Exhale it down. We're going to bring the arm off of our back. We're keeping our elbow nice and curled. We've got our arm in this position so that we're in a bent elbow position. So we're inhale. Exhale, push it out. Inhale in. Exhale, push it out. Inhale it in. Exhale, push it out. Inhale it in. One more. Exhale it out. This time we're going to keep our elbow slightly bent, but we're dropping the arm all the way down. Inhale it up. Drop it down. Inhale it up. Drop it down. Inhale it up. One more. Drop it down. Inhale up and let it come down. And then come back into the forward fold. So we're going to come back up from here. I'm just going to flip around so I can grab my other tin. In a reverse swan dive. So grab a good firm grip on both of your tins. In the forward fold. Inhale. Push your arms out to the side. Keep your elbows just slightly bent. Push into your legs. Inhale, nice flat back, standing up. Inhale the arms all the way up to the top. As high as you can go. Exhale, coming down into prayer pose. Standing in mountain pose now. We're going to drop the arms, keep the elbows curled, slightly bent position. The reason for that is you don't want to hyperextend at the elbow, causing a little bit of elbow injury, holding the weight. So we've got just a lightly bent elbow. Bring the shoulder blades back, tins and palms facing forward. Chin is level to the ground. We're going to lift up our toes off of the floor and push the sole of our feet down. So the heel and the ball of our foot is pushed into the ground. Then we drop the toes. Strengthen up the muscles in your legs. Tighten everything up. Tighten your belly up. Tighten your glutes, your bum up. Push your shoulders back. Chin is level to the floor. Smile. Activate those facial muscles. And breathe. Mountain pose. From here, we're going to step into warrior one. So I'm going to face you so that you can see where my feet are going. I'm going to step forward, my right foot. I'm going to step back my left foot, and my knee in the front is going to bend. So I've got a bent knee, and I'm stepping my back leg back as far as I can. But if you look at the camera and you see where my feet are on the mat, you can see that they're not lined up. So this is not this. A lot of people are doing warrior one like this. This is dangerous for your low back vertebrae. We're not teaching that anymore. So if you see anybody doing that or teaching that, don't watch that person. They're not trained. So get your foot out just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot. It just has to be till you can comfortably have your hips forward. So if you sit your tins against your hip bones, your guns are forward. They're not on the side over here going out this way. You look down, and can you see your foot? Can you see most of your toes, all of your toes, and a bit of the front of your foot? That's good. That means your knee and your ankle are lined up in the proper position. So, coming into warrior one, we're going to take an inhale and push up. So the tins are sitting just above our shoulder. Inhale, push up toward the ceiling as high as you can. Exhale them down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Once more, inhale up. Exhale down. And now we're going to tip forward, and we're going to drop our right arm down onto our right thigh. And we're going to tip forward as far as we can. Keep pushing your back heel into the floor to help keep you stable. And we're going to do some tricep curls. So we're going to bring our elbow back so that it's more or less flat against our body and in line with our body. And then we're going to drop just the forearm down. So let's take an inhale, exhale, inhale it up, exhale, push it back, inhale up, exhale, push it back. Inhale up, exhale, push it back. One more. Inhale up, exhale, push it back. Inhale up toward your shoulder. Come back up again. And then we're going to do a few like this. Inhale down, exhale up. You may have that backwards. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And now we're going to take a step forward. Stand in mountain pose for a second. Feel the two sides of your body. Notice one side feels a little bit stretched out more than the other side. So we're going to even that up. So this time we're going to leave the left foot forward. We're going to take the big step back with the right foot. So find your space, how far you can step back, keeping your front knee bent. Look down, can I see my toes? If you can't, you just keep scooching your toes forward till you can see them. You shouldn't have to lean over to see them. We're going to come down into the forward. Oops, first let's do a warrior one arm raise. So let's inhale the arms up, reach up, Stretch it up. Breathe here. Slowly come down. Bent elbows all the way. Let's inhale back up again. Exhale them down. Pins are facing the ceiling. Inhale them up again. Exhale them down. We're going to drop forward. We're going to rest our forearm. This time the left arm is resting on the left thigh. We're going to bring our elbow nice and close to our body, in line with our body. And we're going to inhale, exhale, drop it down, push it back, inhale it up, exhale, push it back, inhale it up, exhale back, inhale up, exhale, push it back. One more. Inhale it up. Going to come back up again, keeping the elbows tight to the body. We're going to do both arms, tricep curls, 2, inhale up, exhaling down, 3, 4, one more, 5. Okay, we're going to come step forward into mountain pose. Breathe. Push those feet into the floor. From here, we're going to have right foot forward. We're going to step the left foot back, and we're coming into warrior 2. So I really want you to think this time about lining up those heels. So big, 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 big step back, as far back as you can. Look down, make sure your heels are lined up. If you drew the line from the front heel to the back heel, they would be in line with each other. Scoot your front foot forward until you can, from this position, see your toes and most of your foot. Look at your back foot, push your heel back just a little bit further. Your foot should be on an angle, not straight back. We used to teach lined up with the back of the mat. We don't do that anymore. Just a slight angle. That helps to protect your lower vertebrae. We're going to bring our left hand and we're going to rest it against our thigh. We're going to bring our right hand and we're going to rest it against our thigh in the front. We're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale them down. Inhale them up. Exhale them down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. We're going to leave the back one where it is. We're going to rotate our palms so the tin is facing the ceiling. We're going to inhale the front arm up. We're going to tip our head back. We're going to keep bringing that tin up as high as we can. And we're going to let this one drop. This arm drop toward the floor. So the weight is pulling you back a little bit. Don't drop the tin. Proud warrior. Take an inhale. On your exhale, bring your forearm down, rest it against your thigh. We're going to lift our shoulder up. We're going to inhale the arm right overhead. Resting on our ear, but not quite. And we're going to stretch. Side angle. We're going to go in one movement all the way back. So the top arm is coming back, the front arm is coming up. Proud warrior, one movement, coming back down again. Side angle. Let's do that one more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Side angle. Come back to warrior 2. Arms extended out, front to back. Relax your hands down, turn your toes in, coming into wide leg stance. I'm going to inhale the arms up, exhale them down. Just do a few arm lifts here. Shins are facing the ground. One more. We're going to come into the forward fold. So we're going to let the weight of our tins help us come forward. So we're going to push our bum out, come to a flat back first. Nice flat back. We're parallel to the floor. We're going to let our arms drop down toward the floor. If you need your block here, grab your block. Stretch your arms out for the floor. Once you're able to touch the floor, you're going to push your tailbone up toward the sky, bringing your belly down between your legs. Breathe here. Bend your right knee, shift your weight over toward the right. Stretch out your left leg. Take a breath here. If you like, you can take your arm, place it on your back. Add a little extra weight coming down. Inhale back to straight legs. Exhale as you bend the left knee, stretching over to the other side. Inhale, coming back down again. And we're going to come back up the same way we went down, so we need to be very mindful of our back. So we're going to bring the tins up and curl them into our chest at first. We're going to inhale, flat back all the way up. Exhale, open the arms out to the side. Exhale them down. Inhale them up. Exhale them down. Inhale them up. Exhale down. So from here, you're going to come to the top of your mat. So you're just going to heel toe till you can get to the top of your mat. Stand for a moment in mountain pose. This time we're going to have the left foot forward. We're going to step the right foot back, and we're going to line it up with the front heels. So we're coming back into Warrior Two. Lining up the heels, front and back. We have a bent knee in the front. We can still see our toe. We glance over. Our foot in the back is on a slight angle. Our heels, if we drew a line, are lined up with each other. We're going to inhale the arms up into Warrior Two and look out over the front hand. And just breathe here for a moment. We're just going to do some stabilized resistance in this particular position. Breathe. Exhale, drop the arms down. Inhale, lift them up. Breathe. Exhale them down. Inhale them up one more time. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe here. And relax them down. We're going to inhale the front arm up, rotating the tin upward. We're going to take this one from resting on our leg, let the weight pull us backward. Proud Warrior. Exhale, we're going to drop the forearm down to the thigh. We're going to rotate our arm right overhead, just above your ear, and reach for the other side of the room. Push your heel into the floor in the back. One nice smooth movement. Proud Warrior. Come right into Proud Warrior. Exhale into the side angle. Inhale into Proud Warrior. Exhale into side angle. Inhale up, Proud Warrior. Exhale back into Warrior Two. Hold it here, breathe. Relax your arms down, turn your toes in. Get nice and wide here. Tins against your waistline, push your bum out. Drop your belly down. Come to a nice flat back at first, and then just start to let the head move toward the floor. Breathe here. We're going to put our right hand down onto the floor. You can keep hanging onto the tin if you like, or you can just release the tin for a second. Put your palm down. We're going to inhale the left arm up and behind us and bring it down. Inhale it up and behind us a little bit and bring it down. And you can rotate with this. Inhale up, bring it back down. Let's switch sides. Inhale the right arm up, bring it down. Inhale the right arm up, bring it down. Inhale the right arm up, bring it down. Breathe here. We're going to come back up. So inhale, bring your tins toward your chest, nice flat back. Inhale it up, push into the floor. Exhale, arms out into star pose. Tins rotate toward the ceiling. Relax your arms down and then heel toe till you get to the top of your mat. Stand in mountain pose. Breathe. We're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan diving down toward the floor. Nice flat back. Stick your bum out to the side. Stick the tins way out to the side. Bring your arms forward. Exhale, fold in toward the floor. Grab your block if you need it. We're going to drop our tins now. Put them over to the side. We don't really need them anymore. Coming into forward fold. Fingertips touch the mat. We're going to step our feet back into downward facing dog. Drop to your knees. Push back into child pose. Wide leg or closed leg. Doesn't matter to me. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale up, and you can come onto your bottom. My mat is just decided to just like self-destruct here. So we're going to come down nice and slow. Come down onto your back. Tighten up your belly as you drop back. Once you get down onto your back, bring your knees up. Relax your head back. If you think you need a pillow here or a blanket to just give you a little bit of a lift for the back of your head, you can do that. Otherwise, you're just going to roll on your back, relaxing everything. If you like, you can grab your big toes, come into happy baby and rock back and forth. And then you're going to stretch out for your Shavasana. Take up lots of space. Spread your legs wide, spread your arms wide. Begin to take deep breaths, and each breath, feel your body relax and melt down. And just allow yourself to really begin to feel totally relaxed. Let your back relax, let it melt down. Let your shoulders relax. Let your arms and your legs relax. Let your jaw relax. Let your mind relax by just thinking of something that is so pleasant for you, a place where you feel at peace, perhaps, and just allow your mind to go there, no matter where that is. Just drift away. Let your breath relax now. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, gently waking your body up. Bring your knees up and give yourself a big hug. Take a moment just to thank your body. Thank it for everything it does. And then while you're still in that curled position, just roll over to one side or the other side. Doesn't matter whichever side feels natural. And breathe there for a few moments. Just breathe. Take this time just to be for you, to notice how you feel, what you're feeling, and that it's okay, whatever it is. And then take one more nice, deep, long breath here, and then start to make your way up to a seated position. And we'll close our class in a few moments. We'll close our class today by chanting Om. We'll take a deep breath in and out, and then we'll inhale for Om. So let's inhale into our belly through our nose. Exhale. Inhaling for Om. Om. Rub your palms together, generating some of your energy, your prana, your chi. And as you do this, think of the places inside you worked today. Muscles in your arms and your back, muscles in your legs. Close your eyes, place your palms over your closed eyes, and when you open them, breathe in. Sending that energy right in there. And on the exhale, palms to ceiling, sending the energy back out to the universe. Scoop up just a little piece though. Take it back to your heart center. Namaste. So I'm going to come over to the computer a little closer. I'm going to grab my cup of tea. And if you have any comments or questions, this is the time to ask. If there's anything we did today that you weren't sure about, anything you felt today you weren't sure about, let me know. I can do my best to answer your questions. I love answering questions. There's no stupid ones. Everybody is asking a good question. So take a moment. And if you're not going to hang in there, please press like and just say goodbye, and we'll see you in the fall. Or you can join me on Zoom, okay? I'm coming over to the computer so I can read what your messages are. Essie said hi. Hi, Essie. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Essie. So one thing I want to point out is that you can see that you don't need to go out and buy really expensive equipment in order to get the benefit from doing a little bit of resistance exercise. Heavy tins of food are just as good. They're usually in around that 1 pound weight. So you'll feel it. It's not so much that you're feeling totally exhausted your muscles throughout the practice, but you'll feel it. It will add that just a little extra something to especially the tricep and bicep muscle groups. Yeah, but Dottie says the difference that the weight makes in your arms, and it does, even for me. I feel it. I definitely feel it. Uh, so it's always worth doing a little bit of hand weights in your practice. You don't even have to wait for me to add that in as part of the class. If you have the tins or the small hand weights and you want to do usually the first part of a gentle class, I'm doing the 6 directions of the spine, you can just incorporate that extra weight into the arm lifts. Okay, Millie is saying that when she is in easy pose, the pain in her right knee is keeping her from being able to get her leg closer to her body. And so she has that leg stretched out more and the other one tucked in. So yeah, that's still easy pose. If this, I don't know if you can see me, if this is your easy pose with this leg out, extended out, and you can feel this knee stretching, like the stretching reaction, you're doing it. Now, the thing that comes after this is that if this is way too comfortable, I mean, I could sit here all day with my leg outstretched and this one bent, and this knee would probably get tired after a period of time. But am I feeling anything in the muscles in the knee joint? So you want to make sure, even if your leg is not brought in as far as the other leg, that you're still feeling that stretch. And so the discomfort is going to be because mostly of your IT band. Your IT band is the culprit that keeps your knee in pain. So it's worth it to look at getting the IT band exercises to stretch. And I do have a couple on my channel. So look for it, IT band stretches, and get those IT bands starting to soften up and stretch out. Joy says it's amazing what a little 1 pound weight can do. It really makes a difference and you'll be feeling it tomorrow. Yes, for sure. Yeah, it does. And because you think, well, why would that 1 pound make a difference? Think about it. Your body is totally used to lifting this weight. This weight it does all day long. And even if it did that for an extended period of time, it would get tired. So just adding that little extra weight, and I don't know what these tins are here, these bean tins. Well, it's in Canadian, it's 398 milliliters, but to me it feels like about a pound. So volume is not always count weight, so this is probably a pound. Okay, to watch Zoom, you need to be a member, okay? If you want to watch the Zoom videos, which all the videos that I do on Zoom will be posted to the members page, and they're there just for the members because the members are visible in some portions of the class time, not all the time, but some portion of it. So for their privacy, it is only available to members. So to be a member, you not only get the live Zoom classes, but you also get to go to the page where we have, well, now we've got almost 2 months worth of live yoga class videos that are a little bit different from what I do here on YouTube because it's a little bit more personal that you can go over and you can watch, including the Dragon Vinyasa video. So there's a lot to offer if you want to look at becoming a member, and go to my website. It's northernzenyoga.com. And you can look at become a member, and you can check out the other tabs, of course, with all the other offerings on it. And think about that. It's really a good value. Believe me, I taught yoga. I had a yoga studio, and what I charge for per month on a 3-month basis is like what we would charge for one class if you showed up and you weren't a member. So think about that. Okay, Millie says she's going to have a knee replacement. So yeah, you're going to have to work within your range of your knee right now. But when you get that knee replacement done, you need to start to look at doing things a little differently because your muscles have been starting to shrink from lack of use. So it's going to be a bit of pain. It's going to be a lot of gain. Okay. We have several ladies who have had knee replacements and have been doing yoga with me for a while. And their knees are almost back to the way they were supposed to be, including hip replacements, all those things. Yoga will help them to get working again and working in the normal fashion. Wynn said the only cans she could find that had the equal amount of weight were 2 beer cans. And if that's what it takes, hey, whatever works. That's the way I look at it. Whatever works. Susan says, thank you for the class. And she enjoyed seeing all the comments today. Lulu, okay. Marcy said that she had 3-pound weights. They were almost too much, but she made it through. And she also says her knees are becoming more flexible. Probably a combination of the humidity, the warmth, and the yoga. 3-pound weights were almost too much. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, you can work your way up to that, obviously. But once you get over that 2 pounds, it starts to get a little bit too ambitious, especially if you're just starting out using weights and you haven't been doing any weightlifting of any type. Also, too, the breath changes when you start to get above the 3-pound weight limit. And it doesn't always coincide with what yoga, and that's why sometimes you see me kind of hesitate. Do I breathe in? Do I breathe out here? Because having been a former weightlifter, I know that it's almost the opposite to what a weightlifter would do, lifting the weight, but then they're lifting a significant amount of weight. So they're using the grunt to help them to contract in. So that's a whole different situation. So for those of you that are left, think about becoming a member of Northern Zen Yoga. Think about attending the Zoom classes. If you don't want me to see you, you just turn your camera off. You can have your microphone on so you can chat with us, but if you don't want me to see what you look like or who you are, you can leave your camera off. There's a privacy setting for that in Zoom. Most of the ladies have their cameras on. When I actually video the class, you do not see any of you. The only time you see people in the video portion of the class is at the end when it's question period. And I think it's important that that those questions are still left in there in case people had questions of their own at the end of the class. And remember, they're not up for public consumption. They're only available to people who are members of Northern Zen Yoga. So Marcy says she'll see me on the Zoom. Check out the new calendar because there was going to be a Dragon Vinyasa class on the 4th of July, but it's been canceled because of the 4th of July Independence Day holiday. I figured, hey, we should all have that holiday. If you're American and you're celebrating that, you're probably getting ready for whatever you're going to be doing that day. And also, I've canceled Thursday, July the 1st for Canada Day, because we have several Canadians that are watching through Zoom. But keep in mind, there's lots of videos on the members page for you members. If you just decide you get up that morning and you really, really need a class, you can go back and you can revisit any of the other classes we've done. Alrighty, so anything else before I leave? Don't forget, we've got Zoom Live all summer. We have got on the 14th of July, the Keto 101 workshop, free workshop. See if you want to watch it, be part of it, ask questions, learn a little bit, see if it's for you, okay? I'm going to say goodbye now, and I'll see you in September. I think there's a song about that. Anyway, take it easy. Love you guys. Bye for now. Have a great summer.